Carodine, I live 310 Pension Row. To observe and kind of listen and formulate my responses based on the conversation. I think it was you, Councilman Powell, that said earlier about read book and how you go back and read it. You always learn something new at church. Talk about the logo and the rhema word. That the logos word is the rhema word, and the spoken word the word that you receive is the rhema word. And I'm glad Dr. Nichols was here tonight. I'm going to tell you what received my rhema word from what he said. Here I said at one of these hearings that I didn't really have a thought about yay or nay about these proposals. However, I didn't see any harm in considering to give it some thought. Dr. Nichols did that for me tonight. Whether or not this property or the one that we're going to have after is included in this school plan or not, the reality is that our schools are being impacted. And the assumption that our educators, as he said, would do what it takes to get it done, it is unfair of us to expect that they'll just do what it takes to get it done. If we said that about our police force, there would be a Blue Lives Matter movement by a large section of the community immediately. And I thought it is unfair that we put our education personnel in a position to do what it takes to get it done. It aligns with something that Councilmember Seifert said earlier, opinions and facts, and that Councilor Shaw said previously about everybody knows how we're going to vote. And I think that was at a point where we were kind of tired, admittedly. I have always appreciated that my parents taught me how to think and not what to think. And when everybody here has kind of their opinion or their interpretation of facts and so forth. Us in the audience, yourselves. I'll hear something about myself. I'm gay. I came out at 16. Mom said somewhere over time, I'm 33 now, that she never would have had to consider what it was to be gay and a man of faith until her son said he was gay. For some people with COVID, it's fake. It doesn't make sense. We're going to wear masks until it happens, and it comes and sits in my house. And that's the elephant that I like that's about sitting in your room. And I think that it is our responsibility as citizens, and it's your responsibility as our officials to not wait and wait till the elephant sits in your room for something to matter. If you have a notion about what should happen here, I think you got to ask yourself, did you think about the other side at all? Step into their shoes and really take off glasses to look at what the consequence of your actions tonight and the way that you vote will be. Before that elephant's in the room, I'll end saying this and going back to some about what Dr. Nichols said. What way we'll pay our way for, understanding that impact fees are so forth at the table now, is inevitably come back to the taxpayer and ask for a way to fund this one. He comes back and says, I need revenue. You're going to come to this payer and say, we need that revenue. I don't have children. I hope to someday, but I don't. And I'll support the kids because I believe that education matters. And but we don't have a Fed that can print money. The only place that you come to money is to the businesses that are part of this community or to us. The vote that you make tonight, definitely with the knowledge that we have today, understanding again that plans can change tomorrow. You'll be voting saying at some point we're coming back to the fair to ask for some money. And I think that in making that, you've got to know that, own it, and be sure to keep that in mind when you're making your decision tonight. It's the only place you got to go is to ask for that money. So I appreciate you all. Thank you for what you do, and I'll yield my time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Grant.
Mr. Grant.
Everybody already knows how they're going to vote. I'm in agreement with that. And I want to comment when we talk about this plan, and I am no ex-plan. There is the letter of the plan and the spirit of the plan. As we move forward, whatever happens tonight, I think we need to go back and look at what the spirit of the plan is. because we can manipulate math, we can manipulate any number of things from the verb to the plan and forth, but the spirit of the plan never changes. So we need to look at that. And at the risk of being inappropriate and addressing inappropriateness, I'm going to echo the comment of some residents that have spoken before me. This is the third or fourth meeting I've been to, and as a leader, I'm a financial advisor. I managed before. I hold several positions. The conduct of the leaders before me concerns me, the way that you approach each other. No women nor men here need to speak on their behalf, and none of the employees of the city need me to speak on their behalf. But I've heard some back and forth. They're disheartening. I've heard some of the citizens, as they speak, receive feedback that is defensive rather than informative. And sometimes, as a leader, things just don't merit a response. They just thank you for your time. If you don't, everything that need to be defended. So I would just ask that we all, from our side, the students that are speaking, I think that we all try to qualify our statements. And this is not a purse act, and I'd ask that y'all do the same. And I appreciate each and every one of you for what you're doing. I'll yield back.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Grant.